Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good night, whatever this may be for you guys. Yes, I actually believe this is my first live stream of the year. Yes, nearly a whole month has passed in 2024. Yes, and actually, many of you guys may know or be aware. I really don't think I've come to the channel, but I lost my dad in late December, which required me to travel to the US quite abruptly. And I'm still here for the meantime for a few more weeks before returning back to Ghana. And so that's kind of put all of what I had going on. I had some new music that I was preparing to release, shoot a new music video, and other plans have all kind of been rearranged. But we move. Yes, we carry on. And I want to talk about this topic today. Big shout outs to my homegirl, Monica. We had an excellent conversation earlier today. And I've been seeing some videos from the Kinganda channel, kind of related to obviously the diaspora and continentals, relationships, and all of that. And I want to talk about this topic. So, big shout outs to the African Superstar family, guys. If you're happy to see me, make sure you greet me in the chat room. Yes, this is my first live stream of 2024. Obviously, you guys know the channel is still demonetized. And I'm trying to, get that sorted out. In addition, with me just kind of having, to deal with the loss of my dad, traveling to the US, just a lot of things. So I haven't been active here on my YouTube at all. I want to talk about this topic because I think it's very important to realize that um, you have to be vigilant. I think that's going to kind of be the mantra for the new year for me and for my audience is you have to be vigilant. What that means is you have to advocate on your own behalf. I think a lot of us are very caught up with the needs of others and the future, and the big picture. A lot of us are very caught up with that. And we negate what's really important and we don't actually implement what's really important. We don't actually focus on what's really important. Tonight's topic is when he or she is desperate. So lately, I have heard some completely bizarre stories about, the diaspora and continentals, this relationship thing. And I think you must know that when he or she is desperate, he or she will do anything. They will say anything. Um, they will go above and beyond to convince you of whatever it may be. And that's why I really just want to advise my channel. As a regular rule of thumb, you must be vigilant. Nobody else has the interest in your life and your aspirations the way that you do. Losing my dad has been a very poignant reminder for me of how to live and how to create a legacy. His time on earth is done. He's no more here. And what is the remnants of his life is his family, his accomplishments, his impact on family and friends in the community. And so all of that requires that you are actually putting in the work in your own life. Seriously. The society around us will have us very distracted with erroneous things. And those things are taking our energy and sucking our energy. Okay. When he or she is desperate, and this could be friends, this obviously could be lovers, this could be scammers, people are trying to siphon resources from you. When he or she is desperate, they may, completely black out morality, black out how this impacts you. They may disassociate themselves with you as to not feel the guilt or the ramifications from the things that they're doing. But when he or she is desperate, they will literally do anything. The first story I heard about a couple of days ago was about a Ghanaian couple. And basically, this lady had written into this advice column, and she was talking about how, her husband had told her for many years after they got married that they were not financially sound to have children, and that he was trying to get prepared, and that he was saving money for, the right time. And so it got to be 6 years. And the wife was like, look, I'm really ready to start our family. I think we should just move forward. And the guy was still, adamant about, okay, I'm almost to the goals. Just bear with me. Just be patient. Well, the wife went to go visit her in-laws as she typically did. And she took food over to their house, to her mother-in-law and her father-in-law's house. And when she was leaving, her sister-in-law came out and she said, look, I just have to confess something to you. This is, you can't tell anybody, but I have to confess to you. And she proceeds to confess that her brother has 3 children with his childhood sweetheart, and that he was planning to actually migrate to, I believe, UK with, his lover and their 3 children, and start a family. So his wife, he didn't want to have kids with her, or he wasn't planning on having kids with her, whatever, I don't know. And so the wife, of course, was in denial of this because it was so shocking. So the sister-in-law told her where to locate these travel documents that her brother had been working on, the visas, the passports, and all this stuff. And so the wife went on to do it. And sure enough, she found the documents and all of this. He had apparently been saving a large sum of money. He had a private account where he was saving this money for, his other family. And that was the first thing. The second thing is obviously a reoccurring theme, which is, continentals trying to use Westerners to travel to the West. Okay. And this is happening a lot. I can specifically say in Ghana. I'm sure it's happening in other places across the continent, but I live in Ghana. I've heard plenty of stories. I've been contacted by many people in regards to these various type of topics. And so, diasporans are coming to Africa with their own motives, with their own intentions. A lot of them are coming single and searching. Okay. And it gives off a certain type of desperation. Those people happen to meet continentals on the continent that have a similar desperation, but it's not for love. It's for traveling. It's for moving abroad. It's for going to the Western world or whatever. When he or she is desperate, they'll do anything. So, we have these scenarios that I keep hearing about, and in my opinion, they're opportunistic on both ends. Because the Westerners coming to the continent with intentions of, finding someone suitable and or usually importing that person. If that diasporan is not ready to live on the continent, they kind of just want to, meet someone and then maybe bring them to their location. Or a lot of this stuff, the online is the catalyst for a lot of this stuff. Big shout outs to Patricia. She's the first one in the chat room. Although I see 10 of you there. Big shout outs to Patricia, showing love from Brooklyn. I see you there. Happy New Year, sweetheart. This is the African superstar, the one and only. This is the first live stream of the year. Yes. And a relevant topic, because I think you have to understand that when a person is desperate, they will use you. They will use any means to get their goal accomplished. They will say anything. So like I was talking about, the other topic is obviously women, Western women, Black American women, Black British women coming to the continent single and searching. They meet this gentleman who is also opportunity. He wants to travel, and he sees that opportunity in you. He sees that desperation in you. That makes you vulnerable to be the victim in this situation. In some cases, the continental is also being opportuned upon, and maybe they don't realize it because they think, they think they've got the upper hand. Meanwhile, the Westerner also has their motives. I'm seeing also that people are coming to the continent that don't really like the continent, don't really want to be there, don't know much about it, have no intentions of learning about it, just because of this dating thing. They want a husband, they want a partner, they're looking for sex. And, you know, it's a recipe for disaster, as we see when these two people connect. And usually they do. Usually they do. Big shout outs. Patricia says, I'm drinking hot tea with lemon and rum and honey because I'm under the weather. One day it was 60 degrees. The day before that it was 29. I feel you. The weather in Ohio has been erratic as well. And very, very cold. This is my first winter season in Ohio since 2016. And I am not feeling it. You guys see my coat is right here. Coat is ready and rearing to go because it's so cold. What's up, Legion? I see you there. Big shout out to the African Superstar family. Guys, it's been a minute. Did you miss me? Yes. Yes. I am doing okay, regarding the circumstances. Obviously, my dad was ill for a while, the better part of last year. So, this is something that I was definitely trying to get myself prepared for. But I mean, obviously, you can never be prepared when your parents pass away. Um, I have enjoyed spending more time with my sister and my mom because I haven't been to the US in a couple years prior to this. So yeah, we're coping, we're managing. I'm just trying to remain positive, but I obviously want to just send this message out. When I was hearing these stories today, I was just like, oh my gosh, you know, I mean, the red flags are there. The behavior is there. I don't know what it is about humans that they just don't want to face the music. They always want to hope for this happy ending. They always want to hope for this fantasy ending, even if the obvious is there. He or she is desperate. They will use you. You're not above being used, guys. You're not above people trying to make it happen with you. They're desperate. The only thing that they're thinking on, focused upon, is getting the goal accomplished. If you have to be a casualty to get that accomplished, you will be the casualty to get that accomplished. A lot of diasporians venturing to the continent, you need to be vigilant because realistically, people on the continent, they are, not everyone, but a lot of them, they're looking for better lives. They're looking for opportunities. The environment creates a lot of competition in many ways. And so people are really, really, trying their very best to escalate in life and, grasp opportunities. And what we have to realize is we may be perceived as opportunities to many people. And that's just what it is. And if that's the perception, then you shouldn't be surprised when people try to capitalize on those opportunities or that opportunity. They absolutely will because they are desperate for opportunity. They want upper mobility. They want money. They want progress. They want to change their class and all this stuff. And if they feel like you can be that vehicle, then they're going to go for it. Big shout outs, guys. Thanks for you. Those of you in the chat room, I see you there. Big shout outs to African Superstar family. It's the one and only. Yes, guys. I have been very, very scarce. I did share on the community tab. I'm in the US currently. My dad passed away a few weeks ago. So I came to Ohio. I'm in my hometown, Columbus, Ohio. Yes, go Bucks. Scarlet and Gray, the OHIO from the CO. If you know, you know. Yes. Big shout outs to all my Ohioans out there. Big shout outs to the Bearcats. Those of you guys from my alma mater, University of Cincinnati. Yes, I'm here currently. I've been here since the 1st of January, and I've been on the grind. I've been hustling. You know what I'm saying? I've been in these streets. Big shout outs to everybody. What's up, guys? You got to watch out for the desperate people. You too also don't need to be desperate. You know, there may be things that you really want. There are things you have been pursuing, or you're really adamant about certain things, and you've tried many times to achieve these things and you have not yet achieved them. And you feel the pressure, and that's what creates that desperation. When it comes to relationships, women are looking at their biological clock, they're looking at their peers, they're looking at, I want to have kids, I want to settle down, and they're looking at all these factors, and they're ready maybe to do those things, and they don't have the partner. So the hunt gets on. Like, okay, I just want to find somebody to make these dreams come true. Desperation, people can see it. People can see it on you. People can smell it on you. People can know that you are desperate, and it's a bad look. And if you encounter a desperate person, that person is desperate. They're willing to do and say anything. So don't get, romanced by sweet words and all of that stuff. If you want to know, one of the telltale ways to know if somebody is too legit to quit is longevity and consistency. You see, if somebody's trying to just impress you, to make a good impression, they can't usually run the long race. Now, there are some excellent scam artists that can run the long race. You see, they can put in the time, they can put in years to convince you and all that stuff. But a lot of people, I mean, let's face it, in this 2024, people are lazy. They don't have that energy. They're going to fall off after a couple months of dealing with you. And if you're not careful and you fall for it, you'll already be wrapped up by the time they start changing their colors. By the time they start showing their true colors and all that, you will have already been duped. So one of the, pieces of advice I can give you, especially if you're venturing to the continent, is take your time. Somebody's approaching you with a land deal, somebody's approaching you with romantic prospects or business, and they're rushing you. Oh, this is an opportunity. You can't miss it. This is the Listen, don't fall for the rushing. You need to be able to evaluate. You need to be able to research. You need to feel comfortable wholeheartedly about it. And if a person is genuine about you, they'll be okay with that. They'll understand. If the person is trying to hit it and quit it, literally or figuratively, they want to get in and out before you catch wind of their game plans. And let's wise up. Let's see what keeps happening to people in our vicinity and not become the next victim. Let's identify the red flags and the behaviors and take them as they are, because some people are seeing the red flags in these folks, but they're still going on. Big shout outs to the African superstar family. Who's in the building? Yes. Big shout outs to Patricia. Yes. It is a part of life. All of us are going to meet our end. We don't know when. And the longer we live, some people say they want long life, longevity and stuff. The longer we live, the more of our friends and families, and peers are not going to be able to stay with us and accompany us on that journey. So, we have to just ready ourselves. So I would say I'm in a decent space. My daddy lived a good life. My daddy was good to me. I love my daddy. We've made lots of memories, and I'm just trying to focus on those things rather than the fact that he's not currently physically here. We have spent decades together as I grew up, and had great, amazing times. So I'm just trying to focus on that. Big shout outs. What's up? Patricia says our brothers and sisters need to stop looking down on our brothers and sisters on the continent. They deserve respect. I agree. Coming to the continent and trying to flex on people and having superiority complexes it's not going to end well. There's no context in where that's going to end well for you or me or any of us. You know, what it's going to do is continue to create a wedge, communication, breakdown and all of that stuff. And I mean, ultimately, it could be very problematic if it continues. You know, the reality is we are both ignorant about each other. We're ignorant about each other's environments. People on the continent are ignorant about the Western environment, what it's really like, unless they have traveled. And then people from the West are very ignorant about Africa and what it's like, unless they have traveled. And so we just need to come to the consensus that yes, we don't know everything about each other. However, we're open to it. We're open to, you know, ascertaining that stuff, learning new things, whatever it may be. But if not, Patricia, my dad is cremated. So no, he will not be coming to Africa. So he's cremated currently, He's cremated. That's how it all ended. Yes. So guys, I'm not going to be before you long. As you can see, I'm kind of tired. I just wanted to briefly touch on this subject because it was just on me, and I was like, I haven't been on the channel in many, many weeks. I think I don't even know when the last time, probably mid-December was the last time I've been online, because I haven't been online or been active since my dad passed, and that was the 28th of December. So I hope you guys had lovely holidays. I hope you guys are well, and I hope you guys are pursuing, whatever it is that you have for 2024. It's really, really important that we bring our dreams to life, like as soon as we can. We need to avidly be working on that, because I mean, I've just been doing a lot of reflection, obviously with my dad passing away and things. I just been, just thinking about things and like the way forward. And the way forward really is to put your energy on your projects, put your energy on your life, put your energy on your goals, and that is how you're going to get there. What's up? What's up? Hey, Michelle Kendrick, much love to you, sweetheart. Yes, thank you so much. Shout outs to Michelle Kendrick. She actually sent some funds towards my dad's, passing, and I really appreciate that some of you guys did. Obviously, the channel is still not monetized, so people have been sending things to PayPal or Cash App or Zelle, and I do want to just take a moment out and acknowledge those of you, not only those of you that donated, but many of you sent well wishes. We had Tanya, CQ, and my niece Adira sent a lovely fruit basket for my parents, for my mom, and it was excellent. It was really nice. She loved it. And then we also had some of the African Superstar family come to the funeral in Columbus and travel from out of state and everything. So I was really touched by the outpouring that you guys have shared on me. And thank you so much. Yes, I mean, I know some of you guys have already been through this chapter, so you can kind of relate to what is going on. But it's a part of life, so I think I've been managing it very well. At least that's what my family says. And I think it's just because of the perspective I have, which is none of us are going to live forever, and it is what it is. I mean, we have to learn how to cherish the time we have with people when we have them. And if we do that, then we can have a little bit more solace when they're not here with us anymore, because we have already, we've made great relationships, created memories, and conveyed to those people how we feel. My daddy was a huge cheerleader for me, and that is what I reflect on, when I think about him, how he smiles and happy to see me every time, like from childhood to adulthood. My dad is just so hyped when I come around. or, he talks to me, and that's so special. And so, those are the things I think about when I think about him. I'm not, although I miss him, I keep wanting to tell him my jokes and, ask him questions and all that. But, it is what it is. What's up, family? I hope you guys are well. We have several of you here. Tonight's topic is when he or she is desperate. When he or she is desperate, they will do whatever it takes. They will do whatever it takes, and you have to be careful. There are red flags to desperate people. There are certain behaviors. A lot of them are obsessive. A lot of them are demanding. A lot of them, have this like urgency, whatever it is they need done or whatever. It's got to be done right now. These kind of things are red flags that you need to pay attention to. You're just meeting a person or something like that. You're doing business with a person, like, they're not giving you any time to think. They're not giving you any time to get your bearings together or maybe confer with your friends or family or whatever. They're trying to get you to make quick, fast decisions because they don't want any interference. A person who's confident in whatever they need to say to you is confident enough to say, hey, take some time and think about it. Get back in touch with me if you want to go with this deal. Let me know. They're not going to beg. They're not going to chase you. They're just going to put whatever on the table and let you make those decisions. People that are rushing you and making demands and controlling and all that stuff, it's a red flag, guys. And like I said, if you are someone who feels like you're desperate, you feel like everything is imperative, you feel like you're behind, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You can take steps to make progress, but that can even be gradual, but you don't need to put unnecessary pressure on yourself. As long as you are actively working towards those goals, even just gradually, you will get there and you will see results. So yes, guys, I don't know when I'll be back. I will be returning to Ghana in a couple weeks. Yes, it's cold here in Ohio. Yes, it is cold here. We had our first snow last week. We had the coldest day of the year so far. Last week it was 4 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's like negative 14 Celsius. Last week. And so that has kind of been, because you can probably hear I'm gotten stuffy. I've had, sneezing, coughing, all that stuff. It's really been, the weather has been like eye-opening. And people say, yeah, you grew up in Ohio. Yeah, I know, but I never liked cold weather. And every year the winter hit me like the first damn time. So definitely being in a tropical climate for several years now at this time of year and coming back and feeling it, woo, it's been drastic. I'm just like freaking cold all the time. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? So big shout outs to everybody who tuned in, and much love to those of you guys that came in the chat room. Yes, because some of you guys are just watching me. That's okay. I understand. I know you want to see me. I know. And I can't wait to get back to Ghana to bring you some new music. We had a music video shoot lined up right before I had to travel. So that's on hold. And guess what, guys? Special shout outs to Ajike. Yes. Special shout outs to Ajike. Ajike booked her tour last week. So it's official. Ajike will be on the Welcome to Ghana tour with me, the one and only African superstar, and Mr. Taye Uhuru. Spots are still open for the next week. So if you guys are interested in coming to Ghana, because you need a little bit of time to get your visa, that's why we have to, close enrollment, because you need at least, I'd say about a month to maybe get that visa. And the tour is the first week of March. So yes, I'm looking forward to welcoming our guests to Ghana. and meeting you guys in person. Some of you guys, it's about to be lit. We're going to go to Kumase. We're going to go to Cape Coast, and also the people on the tour are going to get that welcome concert from the African Superstar private concert for the guests of the tour. So big shout outs to the African Superstar family, everybody, and also guys. Yes, sorry, I forgot all the I forgot all the announcements. Y'all can tell it's late and I'm tired. We also have been nominated for our first American nomination. Yes, out of Brooklyn, a radio station called pregameradio.net I received a nomination for my song Come Chill With Me. Yes. So this is actually the first nomination for Come Chill With Me. Other songs have won me awards last year. I would love it if you guys vote for me. The vote is free in this competition. You don't have to pay anything. The only thing is you only get to vote once. Okay. So everybody can only submit one vote. So, I kind of need y'all to show up and show out so that we can bring home our first American music award. Yes. So, I think it was for Song of the Year last year, and voting closes on the 9th of February. So please go to www.pregameradio.net. The voting information is right on the homepage. It's right on the front. And I would appreciate it if you guys can send me some love. It's free. All you got to do is I believe you have to just put your email in. I think that's, and you can vote for the one and only African Superstar. If you love Come Chill With Me, you definitely want to submit that vote. Let me see if I have the clip for Come Chill With Me, so those of you that haven't seen it can see it. Let's see. Do we have it? Do we have it? Do we have it? Okay, here we go.
Did you know I was a rapper?
Come chill with me. Look in my eyes and tell me what you see. Together
this is one of my tracks. Come Chill With Me. Available for download, and the official music video is on YouTube. This track can be purchased along with all others on bandcamp.com.
It's so hot, another weekend together, simply there's nothing better. My dress shiny, makeup on fleek, it's just you and me.
Yes. So that is a snippet of the official music video, Come Chill With Me, which is here on YouTube. If you guys love that track, make sure you go right here to pregameradio.net and submit your free vote for the one and only African Superstar. We won a nomination in Brooklyn. It's our first American nomination, and we want to win. So I need y'all. We got 14 of you guys. Can I count on you to vote? Can I count on you to go vote free? Just click the link and go. www.pregameradio.net. Big shout outs to the family. Yes. So guys, I'm going to wrap up for tonight. I appreciate those of you that stopped by to see me. Happy New Year again. Afisha Pa, Ghanafo. Yes, big shout outs to my Ghanaians in the building and everybody. I hope everybody is doing great this new year. Let's make it a year to remember, a year that counts. And how we do that is we focus on implementation. We put our money where our mouth is. We make sure our actions correlate with our desires and our wishes and our plans and our words. We make sure that those things align, and that is how we can be very, very productive. So until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.